I got my PhD at Boston University in neuroscience. So now I teach at Catholic University, and I like to educate people about fetal development and brain development. I think most people don't realize that after only 8 weeks inside of a mother, the unborn baby is moving spontaneously, is drinking amniotic fluid and swallowing and bicycle kicking even. And so as they see the amazing process, they'll say, wow, like I did not realize how quickly the unborn comes together to resemble someone like you and like me outside the womb. Well, we know that the first fetal heartbeats to be detected are 22 days after conception. Once the heart starts moving blood throughout the developing embryo, that heartbeat is not going to stop until that person's death. Basically, most of the major organs have formed at the end of that first trimester. So the baby already has functioning kidneys that are filtering the blood. That heart has been pumping and will continue to pump. The fetus can actually taste some of the flavors from the amniotic fluid by 15 weeks gestation. And what's cool about that is about 45 minutes after the mom eats some food, the baby actually experiences a lot of those flavors in the amniotic fluid, and they'll actually swallow more or less of it depending on whether it's a flavor they like. So they don't swallow as much bitter amniotic fluid, and they swallow more sweet amniotic fluid. The baby's entire body will respond to light touch by 15 weeks gestation. People will be inserting probes, and they'll see the fetus respond by moving away. The baby has all of the key components that it needs to feel pain by 15 weeks gestation. We know that there are pain receptors in the skin. We know that those pain receptors are connecting to the nerves that communicate pain. And in fact, there was a famous pro-choice ethicist changed his mind in 2020. And when he was convinced by the evidence, he had been saying, no, they can't feel pain. And with enough evidence, as neuroscience research progresses, he said, actually, I've changed my mind. No, I believe now that the fetus can feel pain, and probably even as early as 12 weeks gestation. Immediately after fertilization, there is a unique human individual that's formed. And the genetic variation is so much that there will never be another human exactly the same as that person again. By 15 weeks, almost all of the major organs are in place. Some things still need to mature, like the lungs still need a lot of maturing, but they are there. And all of the smaller subcomponents are forming and are just getting in place and maturing. By 15 weeks, the heart is actually already beat 15 million times. Heart is pumping 26 quarts of blood per day. That's like going and getting 6.5 gallons of milk from the store. So by 15 weeks, if a doctor took an X-ray of the fetus, the bones would be visible as bones. Another really cool fact at 15 weeks gestation is that this is the start of when they start performing fetal surgeries. That 21 weeks gestation, where I am right now in pregnancy, there have been children who have been saved at that point when they came out too early. And I think what's also impressive to me is that when fetal surgeries are done, they treat the unborn with separate anesthesia and as a separate patient. And so when the fetus is treated as a patient with full rights because the mother eagerly wants that baby to survive, then we're talking a lot about reducing pain and, protecting the life. And so I think that is where science can really inform us and say, wow, these are definitely individuals in need of protection.